What's going on, guys? Vic VP here. On this one today, not only did I get a hold of one premium Stern pinball machine, I got a hold of two premium Stern pinball machines. How the heck did I get these? Let's find out. Yep, your boy is in the Stern Loaner program. This video is sponsored by Stern Pinball. Let's take a look. There's two of them, and they're premiums. You know the drill. If you're not following me on all the socials, what are you waiting for? Be sure to follow me at Vic_VP. Again, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Be sure to also like, comment, and subscribe down below. Man, I've had these machines in my house for a week, and I am still on cloud nine. I am still in shock and disbelief. It's like, I don't know. It's been a crazy, crazy year. A year plus now with pinball. Don't worry, my channel is not going to convert to strictly pinball, but man, this is wild. This is crazy. Yeah, so filming pinball machines like this with my whole spotlight and everything, make sure I'm lit up. It is what it is, but it's a-okay. Again, be sure to click that Linktree link down below. You'll get all the socials. If you've seen the first live stream of this, I went on like a 10-minute discussion on how grateful I am, how I got into this whole program, and I gave a bunch of shout outs, which I will do in this video. I'm basically gonna just re-say it because some people don't see the live streams on their YouTube recent videos, and that's where a regular video comes in. So again, if you did see my live stream of me playing Foo Fighters for the first time ever, yeah, you'll hear this again basically, but it's just unbelievable. I'm the type of person where I want to share the experience, any experience I have. I want to share it with everybody, you gals and guys, friends, I would consider you, all of you, subscribers and all that. I'm the type of person I like to film in the heat of the moment. This way you get to experience what I'm experiencing in the exact same moment. Luckily with Instagram stories and YouTube shorts, I'm able to quickly upload it and stuff. So that was my whole theory when it came to getting into this program. Right now on this video, I'm gonna tell you in detail how I got in this, how long of a wait I had to wait for this, and just give you my reactions and stuff. But before anything, number one, I always mention his name because I am forever grateful. I'm forever thankful for just knowing this person, and this person just, when they heard Stern Pinball was gonna be in New York, he reached out to me, he mentioned my name. It is none other than B Kong over at Kongs R Us. Every video I've said with Wick, I mention B Kong. Without him, it would not have been possible. And without him, this whole program, my little foot in the door, would not be possible without B Kong. So again, B, I sent him a nice little selfie video for Thanksgiving. B, I cannot thank you enough for thinking about me that day or two before Wick was gonna be, shown off to content creators like yourself and me. Again, B Kong, thank you, bro. I can't thank you enough. Be sure to go check out B Kong. He's starting a whole new podcast with arcade and pinball gaming. B Kong, bro, thank you, man. There's a couple more people I'm gonna obviously take the time now to thank everybody. Second up, this wouldn't be possible without Stern Pinball. I'm gonna go through the whole story, how long it took, because a fellow friend of mine by the name of Retro Ralph, he went on a podcast and kind of gave a time frame with this whole loaner program, and coincidentally, it's almost the same time frame that I experienced. So again, a big thank you, a big shout out to Stern Pinball. This is my first ever Spike 2 system / games in the house. I do have downstairs my Stern Roller Coaster Tycoon, but it's nothing compared to a Spike 2. Now, yes, this came from Stern Pinball. I kind of have to fix up the wording. That's why I do say that this is sponsored by Stern Pinball. They reached out to a distributor and had that distributor send me these two games. So in my eyes, maybe it's wrong, but in my eyes, I consider this to be sponsored by Stern Pinball. So partially, I guess I'm sponsored by Stern. Again, it might not be the right wording, but that is how I'm accepting it. That is how I'm phrasing it. That is all me. There's no writing contracts and all that. We're gonna go in depth. I'm gonna share the experience with everybody here. So again, I'm considering this sponsored by Stern. The last person I have to thank, this goes out to my distributor that's local to me in Connecticut. It is Automated Services, Pinballs.com. They're the ones that are supplying the two games. Delivered straight to my house. As you can see, also, I'm not in my Battle Station game room. This is in another part of the house, which is very convenient for delivery trucks. Right there is the side door where my main games come from. It was an easy, quick 1, 2, 3 drop. No need for an escalator or going down the stairs. So again, a big thank you and a big shout out to Automated Services, Pinballs.com. If you're in the market for a pinball machine, they do ship within the lower 48, they say. Again, Mike Dodona, the owner of Automated Services, I've had the pleasure of talking to him on the phone. He's an awesome dude. And also, we do have a birthday party. He's throwing a birthday bash at the warehouse tomorrow. This video will air that day, Saturday. So yes, I'm anxious to meet Mike. Stay tuned. I'm planning to bring my cameras. We're gonna grab some footage of Automated Services. We're gonna take some footage and interview Mike Dodona and some other people within the community. Michael Focus, he's coming over today. We're doing a live stream of Foo, and he's gonna be playing live with me. We're also gonna be doing some interviews with Dennis and Linda over at Peace, Love, and Pinball. Stay tuned for all that. One last thing I wanna mention about Mike Dodona, again, the owner of Pinballs.com. These machines came to me Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving. So 2 days before Thanksgiving. The first day I got the machine, I went and I live streamed Foo Fighters. I got the camera rigging up. I didn't have the correct way to capture the DMD, so that was via a camera. And like I said in this video, you'll go back, you could see this whole spiel I'm talking about. I gave a shout out to Mike Dodona, Pinballs.com. I'm not obligated to do that. I am not forced to do that. I am doing that out of the kindness of my heart. I do have several subscribers, so it's kind of cool to see and learn that maybe some subscribers have went to their website, maybe contacted Mike on their next further game. I actually do know one person that got an amazing deal from Mike Dodona. That is Tanner. Tanner traded 3 arcade games, 3 games, shooter games, and in return, he picked up a Ghostbusters Pro and he picked up a brand new inbox Foo Fighters Premium. So yes, the other previous pinball podcasters and influencers and all that, they did label me correctly. I guess I'll take credit on influencing Tanner on picking up a beautiful Foo Fighters Premium. I'll take that credit. Now, real quick to sum up Mike Dodona. Mike Dodona called me the next day, Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and it was a simple phone call. He goes, "Hey Vic, I just want to wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving." I was like, "Wow, Mike, that's literally what you called me for?" He goes, "Yeah, I just want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving." And I was like, "That is amazing." I said to him, "Same to you. I appreciate everything you've done for me so far with delivering the machines." That was it. A 5-minute phone call from Mike just wishing me and my family a happy Thanksgiving. Again, if you're in the market for a pinball machine or even arcade games, pinballs.com. Be sure to check them out. Now, before I talk about the loaner program, Vic, I thought the loaner program was dead. Me too. Before we get into that, let's just do a quick background. Let's do a backstory on myself. If you're new here, let's just talk about what happened. If you don't know, John Wick was released and it caused this whole huge whirlwind of hate and love, and people within the pinball community were just outraged as Stern picked, which they didn't, Stern picked these influencers, me, myself, B Kong, and one other YouTuber that I know. Why did Stern pick these influencers that are nobodies to the pinball community to get a chance to play John Wick and talk about John Wick before it was even announced? Yes, that's my background to it. And again, all because of B Kong. I'm under the assumption that Stern and this marketing team, that's also another thing I should talk about, because Stern Pinball didn't pick the people. Stern Pinball had a marketing team reach out to influencers. Again, this all started with B Kong. This marketing team by the name of 47 reached out, I guess, to B Kong and said, hey, Stern Pinball is in LA. Do you want to go check out John Wick? And obviously, B Kong is already in the loaner program at this point. He's probably like, yes, definitely. I'm under the assumption now the marketing team, again, 47, nothing to do with Stern Pinball. I'm under the assumption that the marketing team said to B, hey, we're also going to be in New York. And they were also in Chicago because I got to talk to Seth Davis himself. They probably said to B, hey, do you know anybody that's in New York that wants to check out John Wick? And B Kong thought of me. So again, forever grateful and thankful for B Kong. That is how I understand the story. B Kong shot me a call, a text. I said, yeah, B, I'm definitely interested. I am now in a email chain with the marketing team. Again, 47. 47 says, hey, Vic, 11 a.m. We're just going to confirm. The date on this marketing team email is April 30. Again, April 30, 2024. It just says, hey, we're just shooting an email to make sure that you know 11 a.m. is your appointment. We're shooting on site, the contact number below, yada, yada, yada. So again, the marketing team reached out to B Kong and to me. And that's how the ball gets rolling. Now, April 30 was a cool day, but I only had 1 hour. That was it. I only had 1 hour to take all of my footage, ask all the questions I could about John Wick and about Stern Pinball. That is it. You're only limited to an hour. And if you're like me, where you bring cameras, and luckily I was able to set up a little bit beforehand, before this hour started, just taking out the cameras and setting up your ISOs and making sure everything is good takes about 10 minutes. So yes, there you go. Now, again, John Wick, that day ended. I went home happy as can be. And I'm like, I can't tell anybody this, but I did have to prepare myself and get ready to shoot some video content on John Wick. Now, we really didn't have to shoot it. We had an embargo that basically said, hey, whatever you do, you can't post about it until this date and time. So that was the only obligation, really. I didn't have to make a video on it. They basically just said, hey, if you want to make a video, go ahead. But if you do make a video, do not release any details until this date and time. So that's like the little background as far as the marketing team and how that day went. The next day, after I went to play John Wick, so the day after April 30th, I shot 47 an email, pretty lengthy email just saying, hey, thank you so much for the opportunity. I had an amazing time. I met people that I didn't expect to meet. I met Seth Davis. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Lengthy email, and I basically ended that email with saying, hey, my buddy B Kong is in this Stern Loaner program. Any like insights on how I could be a candidate to be in this loaner program? That was the email I sent. That to me then is what launched this whole thing here. So again, big shout out to B Kong for getting me to play John Wick and then getting me that email address. And then I took it from there. So I want to make sure I get the time framing right. So April 30th, I went to go play the game. May 9th, I sent an email out to the marketing firm and I basically just sent them like the link to the video that aired for John Wick that I made. And in this email, like I said, I asked them, hey, how can I become part of the Stern Loaner program? The next time I got an email was May 17th. May 17th, the person from the marketing team said, hey, we're gonna send your email out for the loaner program. Would you be cool with a Venom Premium to start? After that, we can talk about other options. So I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a Venom Premium. That's so cool. That's awesome. I'm ecstatic. I even wrote there, oh my goodness, I was just a kid in a candy store. Now, a big jump, May 20th. is the next email I get. Now they looped me in with somebody from Stern. We're looping you in so they could coordinate the loaner program for the Venom Premium. So again, May 20th now, I'm in an email with somebody from Stern. I said, amazing, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. I sent them my address and I sent them my phone number. May 20, person from Stern asked me, is there any special loading details? And we'll schedule a delivery date and such. So again, I'm reading this and I'm all excited thinking like, oh, something's gonna happen next week. All of a sudden, we go radio silent. And I sent a follow-up email on June 7th. June 7th, I just reached out to Stern. I said, hey, just checking in to make sure everything is all good. June 7th, they're telling me that they're trying to secure inventory from a local dealer. Let's keep it going. Again, I'm just going through the emails. Literally scrolling through emails. This is how big of a time gap this is. This is now October 2nd. I sent the person over at Stern. I said, hey, any luck locating a game for me? I know somebody that's close to me, which is Automated Services Pinballs.com, in case you're looking for a distributor. Because like I said in the email before, they're looking to secure inventory, and the inventory is at a distributor. So I sent that email. October 9th, Stern emails me back. They said, we're gonna send, thanks for circling back. I'm ready to send you a couple of machines. I'm gonna get in touch with the sales director to secure inventory with Mike D, Mike the Donut over at Pinball Services. Again, this is October 9th. He said, just a quick note, we are getting ready for Pinball Expo, so please give us a couple of weeks to get back and coordinate. So as you can see, again, May 9, all the way up to October 9 is, and again, I'm not the type that's gonna like send an email every week saying, hey, what's going on? Honestly, I probably felt like they kind of forgot about me, but that's okay. I just wanted to send an email because in the email, it says they're like, oh, we're gonna try to find inventory and then months of radio silence. But all in all, now we get the ball rolling. They're getting in touch with Mike Donut. I said, that sounds awesome and perfect. The next one I get an email. It's a whole new email thread. And it is titled, Wick and Foo Loaner for Vic VP. The date of this is November 13th. So again, now you're going from October 9 to November 13th. And granted, again, Stern Pinball just announced Metallica and they are getting ready for Pinball Expo. So that's A-okay. I saw that email and I was like, whoa. But I said to myself, let me not get too excited because it might now be another like radio silent thing, but it is what it is. All of a sudden, November 21st, I get an email from Mike the Donut saying, hey, Vic, actually a phone call, I should say, saying, hey, Vic, Stern is ready to send you out these 2 machines. When is delivery possible and such? And then it looks like November 26th is when I connected them to Insider Connect. So that is Wednesday. That's the backstory. So again, if you look kind of carefully, May 9 to October, June, July, August, December, October. So you're looking at 5 months, May, June, July, August. Yeah, 5 months, and then November, 6 months. It was a 6-month process, and we are now here. A couple of things though now to talk about this whole Stern Loaner program. Off the bat, I didn't have to sign anything. There's no documents. There's no, hey, you must make 20 videos. Hey, you must talk positive. There is nothing at all. I don't even know when they're gonna take the machines back. Now, to my surprise, they sent me 2 machines. I was under the impression I was gonna get a Venom Premium, and seeing how other people in this loaner program, such as Retro Ralph and B Kong, they usually only get 1 game at a time. I got 2. I'm not complaining. Obviously, I'm grateful and lucky I do have the room. Yes, you can see it is like the kiddos' playroom, but that's okay. We kind of move stuff around. It's A-okay. It's not permanent. When the kiddo moves out, then this will probably be permanent. But yeah, I was perfectly fine with a Venom Premium. But then I saw that email letter saying Wick and Foo. I was like, okay, I'm fine with that too. So there you have it. That is the background. That's the backstory on how I am in this position right now. It's a very important. I'm making this video because, again, I was under the impression that the Stern Loaner program was no more. And there's gonna be somebody there that they hated us, me and B Kong and other people, the influencers, they hated that we got to play John Wick. They're gonna still hate when they find out that I'm in the loaner program, and that's okay. It's all right. But you have to keep in mind, if you were not listening very carefully, I've had my foot in the door since May. I'm gonna talk later on about my thoughts about this whole John Wick thing, because this game right here and the influencers that we were labeled, I think it changed pinball. Like, meaning like the community, it changed it a lot. But, you know, to end this note about the backstory and all that, I'm taking this opportunity and I want to share it with all the viewers. That's what I want to do. I don't want to gatekeep things. Anytime, like in the heat of the moment, that's why I always say be sure to follow all the socials, because in the heat of the moment, I will show you what I'm seeing so you could experience it as well. Look at, for example, JJP Media Day. Yeah, I went and I posted a bunch of stuff on my stories and I went live, and I'm the type of person where I want to experience it, but I also want to have the viewers experience it as well. Some people aren't fortunate enough to be invited to media days or have loaner programs, and I'm the type of person where I just want to share. I want to share it with the community. Now, a couple of things when it comes to people that have been in the loaner program, you know, they get to enjoy the machines like me, but I'm more taking the approach of I want to live stream it. We live stream together, the viewers, everybody there. We press Foo Fighters, we press start. We did that first game, Insider Connected, together. We did John Wick together. We played the first game together. We're learning the game together. That was my objective. If I ever got into this, or if I ever get into any other kind of opportunity with any company, that's what I would be doing. There's no gatekeeping. I don't do gatekeeping. I'd rather just share the experience with everybody. I'm even taking it a step further. Once, it was funny because I don't like to talk about, people know, like Michael Focus knows and other people know, Tanner knows, I don't like to talk about stuff that's happening or it's gonna happen until it's in my hands. So for example, my brother, he's a big supporter of the pinball move. He's the one that really pushed me to, you know, say, Vic, those two machines down there, they're gonna make you happy, pull the trigger, get it. I told my brother about me getting into this program in May, and we were all excited, and then 6 months later, it's kind of just silence. And I just don't like to talk about things until I get it in my hands. But I like to share, I like to just share with everybody. I'm taking it a step further. And I am gonna be holding 1 or 2 tournaments at my house with the local pinball community. Today, I have Michael Focus from Long Island Pinball Society. He's coming. We're gonna be doing a live stream together. He said, Vic, you pick which game we're gonna stream and I'll let him come in. Maybe he'll play a couple games and then we'll decide. That's what I wanna do. I don't wanna just enjoy this and be selfish, and I wanna enjoy it with everybody. It's not like I'm gonna have strangers coming over to my house. I know everybody in our pinball community, and I already told them, I said, get ready. We're gonna do 1 or 2 tournaments with these machines here. I want everybody to enjoy it. And I think that's cool of myself. I give myself a pat on the back. And I'm fortunate and lucky enough to offer that. I have the space, luckily, and yeah, so stay tuned for some tournament streams at the house. Now, the one last thing I wanna talk about before I end this video, I don't know, I might sound cocky, I might sound selfish, I don't know how to explain how it's gonna sound, but again, if you don't know the whole thing about the John Wick reveal and the whole whirlwind, I'm grateful, honestly. I'm thankful and grateful for that to happen. I've met a lot of people in the pinball community. Look at like Loser Kid podcast. They spoke about me. I love it because Josh's quote is just in my mind. And they're like, the dude's talking about Wick, but he's got like a Godfather in the background. I'm like, yeah. The biggest thing is that at least I play pinball. I own pinball machines and I play pinball. I remember when the loaner program was a thing, there was a TikTok person, I never heard of this dude. It was a young kid. I'm not gonna make fun of him. I'm gonna see if I could still find it. I'll post it here. But he got into the loaner program and he got a Venom. And I was kind of shocked because he recorded the whole thing. Like, you know, it's TikTok. It's very quick, like 2-second framed shots. And the company that sent him the Venom, it was in a delivery truck and it was on its legs. And I'm like, who sent the pinball machine on its legs? And while they were carrying it in this dude's house, the back box was up. And I'm like, ooh, that was sketchy. At least, like, you know, pinballs.com, Mike Dodona, his guys, we delivered it correctly, back box folded and, you know, on a hand truck correctly. Again, I'm just a firm believer that because of this whole influencer situation, we opened the door to now pinball companies reaching out to people in the community. If you want to call them influencers, I just call them people, pinball people. You know, you got Carrie Hardy, you got Kaneda, you got Josh Loser Kid, Scott Loser Kid. You know, these people that I watch now, and I feel like ever since the Wick reveal and like the hate for like 2 weeks, it opened up companies' eyes. And I think it's cool because I learned stuff in this whole situation. Again, I watched Triple Drain, and Travis even says that him as a distributor, he doesn't even know about the game until we know about the game. And I'm like, wow, that's their job is to sell the game. Like, how do they not know? They haven't even got to play it. And again, in this year, just look at what happened. I got invited to Media Day at JJP. Nobody. Me and nobody got invited. Ken Cromwell messaged me. Like, what? And that day I met other people. I met Don. I met the guy from Kinetic's. I met Kale. That day was like insane. But when I arrived there, I was like, wow, you know, look now, we get invited now. We're invited, we're able to take footage and enjoy the game, and us people in the pinball community or gaming community. It's like, because of this, people woke up. Now look at Metallica. Look at what happened with Pinball Expo. Influencers got invited on a special day to go to Stern and play Metallica and X-Men. It's like mind-blowing, right? And, you know, not to sound cocky, but you're welcome. You're welcome. Everybody in the community, you're welcome. I'm thankful for it because now, like, stuff is happening. And again, for me, being in the pinball world for about a year plus, kind of some basics that I thought was there. I thought these influencers and podcasters, I thought they did get exclusivity or they did get an opportunity, and then I learned that they don't. But Wick got revealed. The influencers are now being known. I don't know. That's my take on it. So yes, because of this, yeah, you're welcome. Again, not to sound cocky. I don't want to sound like a dick. But I feel like if this didn't happen, the pinball world would be different. It wouldn't be like it is now. Well, there you guys have it. Again, I am living proof that, I mean, I would consider it now 2025. The Stern Loaner program is a thing, and I am proud to be in that program. I'm going to say it because it makes me feel good, and I believe that's what it is. But again, a big shout out and a big thank you to Stern Pinball for sponsoring this. They don't sponsor my channel, but they sponsored this moment right here and a couple of the live streams because I'm live streaming these machines. Awesome stuff. I'm enjoying both games. Stern sent me premiums. And I don't own any Stern Spike 2s. I've always had this image in my mind where the premium is always the better one because there's more toys and more mechs. They sent me 2 premiums. And Foo Fighters, the overdrive post, amazing experience. The upper playfield, amazing experience. John Wick, I'm a big fan of the car sliding out, and I do like the bash crate. I don't know if I would look at the pros in these game versions because I'm experiencing the premiums, but it is what it is. Stern, thank you for sending me premiums. And also, quick note, keep in mind as well, these came from pinballs.com. These are show floor demos. These are not new in box. Fu had about 1,000 plays on it. Wick had about 500 plays. I'm not complaining. So I feel like the decision about sending me a premium most likely fell on pinballs.com because they probably said, hey, this is what we have as a floor demo available now. And there you go. One last quick note I do want to mention, because if I wasn't going to get into this loaner program, I was going to take it a step further. And you, the viewer, or somebody that thinks that they could do this and I could do it better than Vic, that's fine. My next step would have been to contact a distributor directly. I would have contacted pinballs.com and I would have said, hey, listen, I'm local. I have a following on YouTube. It would be pretty cool to promote your company, that what you do, you're a distributor. Let's send some games over and let's get some live streams. That is exactly what I would have done. It doesn't hurt to send that email. I would have done that. And like I mentioned before, I have no obligations in this. Stern didn't tell me make 20 videos. Mike Dodona over at pinballs.com, he doesn't know me. But when I got that phone call, we were scheduling the date. I said to Mike, Mike, send me some high resolution images of your logo. Send me some promo stuff that I could say live on stream so that my viewers could check out pinballs.com. And Mike was like, whoa, like, you don't have to do that. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I said, I'm just happy to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity, but I'm also the type where I want to make sure I'm giving credit where credit is due. And again, pinballs.com, these machines are technically pinballs.com. It's funny, when the email with Stern and Mike Dodona, Stern asked them, like, what's the just send us the serial number of the machine and something else. I think something about delivery cost. So it's like, Mike gets his kickback from Stern, and yeah, I think it's great. And like I said, the first stream went out. The next day I get a phone call from Mike Dodona. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I'm like, wow. I was like, I don't know what I did to get that phone call, but I'm just grateful. Amazing. A quick 5-minute call to say Happy Thanksgiving. Amazing. And like I said, I'm not obligated to do it, but I wanna give credit where credit is due. So every time I live stream these machines, just like this video, I give credit to where credit is due. Big thank you again to Stern Pinball for sponsoring this. Big thank you again to B Kong. Without B Kong, I would not be here. And a big thank you to pinballs.com, Mike Dodona. Without him, I wouldn't have these machines here. I just like to give credit where credit is due. I feel like that's the most respectable thing that I could do while I enjoy the machines. Well, there you guys have it. My little story time about this experience. And again, some people might not like these videos. They might find them boring. Some other people might find this as, I don't know, what's the word? Motivation. Whoa, I can make a video better than Vic VP. Maybe I'll make a video and get noticed and all that. I don't know. Whatever you want to do with this video, you could take it as it is. I just want to make my videos and just do what I normally do and talk a lot. And I just want to share the experience with everyone as if you're experiencing this. I do have several videos lined up. Not like long videos. I'm talking more short, TikTok, Instagram stories, showing off gameplay of these two machines. Because you never know who's watching the videos. Somebody might watch this short of, I don't know, Foo Fighters being played and be like, whoa, I like the way this guy captured our game. Let's reach out to him and send him another game of ours. You never know. With social media, you never know what the possibility is. I always say it. If you want to make a video, just make the video. Whether it's a minute long, 10 seconds long, whether you talk too long, just make that video because you never know who is watching. Vic VP, I can say it, sponsored by Stern Pinball. Again, a big thank you to B Kong, Stern Pinball, and pinballs.com. Stay tuned for more, especially live streams. There's 2 premiums in the house. How?